So good morning. Good morning. It is Monday, June 16th. And so I am actually going to my provider's office so I can get some lab work done. 2 weeks ago, I had my update with my provider to see how everything was going on the 5 milligrams. And so since that was like a late evening appointment, it was like a 7 o'clock appointment, labs, are not done that time of the night. So I am getting my labs done today to see, since I've been on this medicine, the Zepbound, for 90 days, 3 months, whatever, I can get lab work done. So I am here this morning to get this done, and then I will get my day started. So I hope everything is going good for everyone this morning. Hope you all had a good weekend. So I finally have had a moment to do a quick chit chat to give an update on my day today after I came back from my appointment this morning to get my lab work done. So first, let me just share my day. So basically today I got back in and I started working, and between trying to get my cases current and working on different cases for the customers, I was able to get in my protein shake, which is the Premier protein shake. I'll put something up here just for those who are not familiar with that shake. Then later on, I was able to get some breakfast in. I had just like a little packet of grits and like 2 of the skinless turkey sausages. So with that being said, what I'm saying with this is I have had a busy day, and that I wasn't able to just focus on myself, because my goal was to have my shake this morning and my breakfast combined, versus the grits and the sausage was maybe around 11, 12 o'clock. So I have to do better with that, because I have to focus on myself to make sure I have nutrients early in the morning, so that way in the afternoons, I don't overeat it, with my calories. So far I haven't been, but I notice on Mondays is a rough day, so I'm going to try to figure out something on how I can better prepare myself for when I'm working from home. So I want to just chit chat quickly about what I went through on yesterday, which was Father's Day. Well, it actually started 2 weeks ago. So for anyone who is new and is starting a GLP-1, but you're on the Zepbound, because that's what I'm on, and I'm pretty sure this will apply to any of the GLP-1s for women. What I must say is 2 weeks ago, I currently take, well, not currently, for the past 4 or 5 years or so, I've been taking the birth control as a maintenance for my migraines, because it's hormonal. So the birth control is to level out that, so I won't have as many migraines. So I've been on the Zepbound. I started the 2.5 March the 7th for 8 weeks, and then I started the 5 milligrams and currently still on the 5 milligrams. So 2 weeks ago I noticed I have a little bit of spotting. So needless to say, when I switched over, because in one of my videos I made a comment or discussed how I could no longer fill my prescriptions at Walgreens because I'm on a preventative maintenance medicine. So when I got my welcome letter from my call-in services pharmacy, they did send me notification, let me know, hey, if you're taking birth control, so forth, you want to make sure that you use extra protection and all that stuff that they give you. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll be fine, because I was already on it, for maybe 9 weeks prior to me having to do that switch. Well, 2 weeks ago, it's not effective anymore. Because like I said, I used the birth control for preventative as far as with the migraines. And with that being said, that kind of messed up my body internally, because that was something that was not supposed to happen unless I took that, for the women who are, unless I took that last row, that's when that time would come. So 2 weeks ago, light spotting. And with that being said, some kind of way, after last week, I did, went to the restroom. Last day using the restroom was Tuesday, to expel waste. Yesterday, Father's Day, I woke up on Father's Day, and I couldn't stand up on my leg, my left side. So the first thing that came to my mind was, this is not happening. The devil's a lie. That's the first thing that came to my mind, because as you know, if you've been following me this far, you know that this month my goal is to walk 5 days a week. And if I couldn't stand on my leg, it wasn't going to be no walking, because I couldn't stand. And it was all on just the left side. So it's like right above, up under my belly, like with the hip, like the pelvic bone and the hip area right there was so sore. And when I would get up to go do anything, it's just like the whole left leg just was numb, just was in pain right up in that area. And what I noticed is late Sunday, I went to the restroom, expelled some waste, and later on that night, I was able to start walking. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because if you are new to this medicine and you're on the birth control, you need to be very careful. Very careful. For somebody who's been on it for 5 years, and I manage my cycles, you need to be very careful. And then with that also being said, because my body wasn't used to that, because like I said, I manage, then I think it messed up with me having to go to the restroom, which caused me to have all that pain. I took my shot last Friday, right? So maybe that Saturday night or something, the medicine started to kick in. My whole left side at the bottom of my stomach was like this. Not the right side, just the left side was like this on the stomach. You could just feel it was just like very puffy. It wasn't hard. The stomach wasn't hard. It was soft, and the pain was up under the stomach, like I said, on that pelvic bone. So then later on, I started to I back up. The pain actually started Saturday. I'm sorry. The pain started Saturday when I woke up. Sunday, I realized that pain wasn't going away, because I was ready to go ahead and make a phone call to the doctor, because that's how much pain I was in. So correcting my date, Saturday is when I felt the pain. Sunday is when it started to die down, clear up, because I was feeling the waist and so forth. So with that being said, after I was able to just expel the waste, and I had like I must have had just a lot of gas in me from the medicine, because like I said, the left side was the only side that was like this, the right side was like this. And once I was able to expel all of that, the pain went away. The pain just went away, and I was able to get up and walk good to go to my doctor's office to get my lab work. So I just wanted to share that for anyone who's starting the medicine and that's taking oral birth control, not the Depo or any of those other ones, the oral one. You just need to be very careful with that, especially if you're not trying to have any more kids or get pregnant. Be careful with that, because I'm a witness to it as it has transferred over here on my side. And yeah, I don't care for it too much, but I have to figure out what I'm going to do, because I really don't want the Depo for women. We all know that historically Depo makes you gain weight, and that's not going to help me on the weight management program, weight management loss. That's not going to help me. Just historically, it's always been known. A lot of women would say they gain so much weight on the Depo shot or something. So I just don't even know what I'm going to do now, because that took me by surprise. But with the pain that I had and my body not being used to that, it messed up me going to the restroom some kind of way. It messed it up. And I think all that, with the bloating, the gas, all that, I could literally not stand on my left leg. So I just wanted to share that. I will get my walk in, because like I said, now I don't feel the pain because I done did all of that. So I'll include that in the video as well, showing that I got my 30 minutes in today. And whatever I have for dinner tonight, I'll include that. But that was just a PSA for you women who are on a GLP-1s just starting, or or haven't had this issue and you're taking an oral birth control. I just want to, put that little tip out there of information that just happened. And like I said, I've been telling this for 5 years, so I know how to manage the cycle. And yeah, so but that is how my Monday went, and that is how my weekend went. But in a nutshell, I'm gonna get this 30 minutes in. I worked very hard today. I didn't get to focus on myself, but I'm just gonna have to do it this afternoon. Getting my walk in, and then picking up on my water intake. Yeah, so that was it. I just wanted to give you all that update, because I know I left off earlier when I was at the doctor's office getting the lab work, and I just wanted to share that really as a PSA for women who are on the GLP-1 and taking an oral birth control. Just putting it out there. Take it as you want to take it, but I just wanted to share that tidbit of information. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.